What's up, everybody? John from the Foxbody Den right here. I'm on with four other maniacs. In the top right corner, at least on my screen, I have Mr. Famous, world famous Lee, the CCWFOX man. Mr. CCW himself might be changing that name to Forge Line. Anyway, and in the middle there, just like out of the Brady Bunch, we got Mr. Ryan Jugdeo.
What's up?
And down in the bottom left-hand corner, El Smokey. How do you say that in Spanish there?
El Smokey.
El Smokey.
El Smokey.
Rey de la Cruz from the San Antonio Fox Forum. And then we have our special guest tonight, Mr. Gus. Gus, we met you over at the Motor City Fox Fest. You had a badass fox body there that I've never seen it before. Have any of you ever seen it before?
Nah, I've never seen it. That was the first time I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker! Gus is here.
How's it going, everybody?
And it was in the 50 booth. So
550 Salad.
Yes, it was
Right
in the
behind
50 selling booth.
Yeah.
How'd that come about anyway? Did they reach out to you in the beginning, like, hey, come park with us, or did you know them prior, or how'd that work out?
Actually, I got connected with them through Keith Stone from K Designs.
Okay.
He did my backseat delete and stereo for my Foxbody about a year or so ago, and then he kind of connected us back and forth, and we started talking, and John had asked me to, put my car in the booth, and I said, yeah, I'd love to, I've been wanting to go to that Motor City Fox Fest since it started, but we're usually on vacation that week that it's happening. So now that they changed it, I said, we got to go. So that's when made it a point to come out there with my son and check it all out, and I don't think I'm going to miss it. That was a good show.
Yeah, a pretty good show. As far as going out there, was there any bad experiences while you're out there at Motor City Fox Fest, or you think everything's pretty positive?
No, I think actually everything was pretty positive. I didn't know what to expect, but the drive from the hotel to that Hell's restaurant over there in that whole area was kind of neat. That was fun. I haven't driven my Foxbody for an hour like that, and I couldn't tell you how long.
Yeah, I don't think nobody knew what to expect, because it was the first time at that 40 event center versus being at that headquarters.
Yeah, 40 event experience.
Yeah. So you're saying the trip is worth it? So other guys should actually try to make the event, try to go to a Motor City Fox Fest?
Oh yeah, hands down. That was a good show. It's the people, the cars, like you guys said, there were some cars that were there that I've never seen. There's the cars that you typically see on the internet. But a lot of the cars that were there I hadn't seen before, and it was pretty neat. You get to see your mild, you get to see your wild, and then you get to see your drivers too. That was the good thing about it. It was pretty cool.
Guys, I was gonna say also, guys, if you don't know Gus, like John said, we met him at Motor City Fox Fest. He had his car on display. What's your Instagram, Gus, so people can maybe check out your car? If they see the podcast, they probably want to know what car we're talking about.
So my Instagram is actually g.markou, MARKOU 1. That's just my first initial last name.
Yeah, and this isn't like your only car you have, right? Because I actually seen your Instagram. You kind of have, I think you have a couple other cars, right? Like a GT500 and some other stuff, right?
Yeah, I got a GT500 2020. Currently building a regular cab short bed for my son. Been through quite a few Fox bodies and some other Mustangs as well.
So you're not new to the game. You've done quite a bit of stuff already.
Yeah. It was funny that you guys said you hadn't seen the car before. I used to take the car around quite a bit. Mustang Week in South Carolina. It's been in a magazine in 2007. It was in a magazine in 2017. Actually, it was Muscle Mustangs and Fast Fords in 2017. It was one of their last issues that they had. But after that, I just got busy with other cars. That car actually took the back burner and sat around, and it was literally this year that I got a bug up my butt to get the car out, and there's a story behind the car, obviously, what led me to get it out more.
And guys, I actually did a video with Gus's car, and it's already done. I'm just trying to give it a little time before I put it out because I put Denise's car out and I like to try to space it out to give it time to get views. But if you watching the pod or hearing the pod, I am gonna put a video out of his car, and he kind of goes into the detail of the story of why he did the car and all that. So we're gonna go through it here too. But also, if you want to see his car, I'll have it on my channel. But guys, it's a clean car. Gus, I do gotta say, I put it on my top one, like top list, top 3 cars there at Motor City Fox Fest. And I think actually everybody here in the group was trying to throw in their list, man. Because it's a nice car. It's a clean build. I dug it. But since we're on it, yeah, there you go. That's right. That thing is beautiful. It's like a classic black hatch. And I'm not really a hatch guy. Ryan's not a hatch guy. Obviously, Ray is because.
Hey, hold up. Hey.
He's a hatch guy. But nah, that's right there. That is a beautiful car you got there, Gus.
Thanks, guys. Thanks. That really, really means a lot. Trust me. I
love the color
had the car
combo
for quite some time, and it means a lot.
I like that little touch you put on it, how you did the little pinstripe in orange, and then you put Gus, and you put 5.0. That's a cool little touch you got there.
Yeah, that's how I remember the car with the Gus.
It's like a factory line. Nice.
Oh, Project Terminated? Project Terminated.
Right.
Huh?
Yeah.
What do you have that magazine? Do you have that magazine still?
Do I?
Yeah, do you have the magazine?
Yeah, actually, that's 3 magazines. Yeah, I've got that one. I've got actually that one printed out, and it's in my garage with the other ones all printed out.
Gus is hiding on us. What'd you say your Instagram profile is, Gus?
G.Markou, Markou.
Whoa.
Sorry, guys. That's the algorithm.
One. Right
Well, hey, we don't know what John's looking at.
Yeah.
Hey, Instagram knows what I like. What can I say?
What we all like.
Yeah. Oh, matter of fact, that's a little short. That's a little short I made for Gus's car.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you did a great job, Lee.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
You got an eye for this stuff, man, for sure.
You did all right. He's all right. Hey, he's all right. He's all right.
Hey, self-taught over here, dude, because I didn't know how to do nothing.
No, 2 years ago, he wasn't doing none of this, and man, not today, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, Lee, you're getting to be pretty good at this shit, buddy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No AI. No AI. Let
Yeah,
him know.
actually, I actually do everything, guys. Don't think I'm doing
No
anything.
AI. No.
And that's your GT400 right there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What wheels are those? What wheels are on that car? I can't tell.
There's a set of 21-inch signatures on it.
Oh, that's right. I remember you telling me you had some signatures on that car.
Yeah.
21s? Man, that looks freaking good. I didn't think 21s. I thought 21s looked kind of big, but on that, it looks really good.
I had a set of 20-inch signatures on it before that. There's probably a picture in there somewhere on my Instagram. And then the guys from Signature said, "Hey, man, we're going to try to shove a set of 21s under these things with an aggressive offset." And they did it on their car, and then I'm like, "Man, it looks killer," So I went ahead and
excuse me, quick, my dog is bugging me. You have to go outside.
There it is, right there. I've got
Yes.
a set of those. Yeah, I think I have the same wheel setup you do, Gus.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
I think I do, but I have them in bronze. Yeah, 21s. Yeah, tucked underneath with the Steeda lowering springs. Yeah. And I have a 2022 mischievous purple GT500.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Actually, the car right behind mine to the left is actually a mischievous purple car.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That color is beautiful in person. I hear about it, and then my friend used to have a Mach 1 in the mysterious purple, and that's a beautiful color. That's actually a color I have yet to see on a Foxbody that I think would look really good.
Oh, that would look good, yeah.
That would look really good.
It's actually been done, right? I've seen it. Yeah. Here's mine, Gus. Look. See?
Oh, no way, yeah.
See, I was going to Ocean City Cruise Week here with my buddy with his Z06. I was spanking him a little bit on the way down from the drive from.
Yo,
I hope so.
Yo, John, do your buddy got the socks, the Corvette socks?
he's got the New Balance. He's got the New Balances.
It has to be jean shorts, polo shirt, or a regular shirt tucked in, white Monarch Nikes, and the pull up socks.
Yeah,
that's the same wheel, right, Gus? That's the same wheel, right?
Yeah, same wheel.
Yeah.
Yours it looks like a polished lip, if I'm not mistaken, John.
Polished
right?
lip. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mine's actually got a titanium barrel and titanium lip, but the same center.
Pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
But same wheel, SV302.
Yep.
Well,
SVT up to.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
since we're kind
Yeah.
of talking about Motor City Fox Fest, Gus, and obviously all of us on the last podcast went through our top three. Do you have a top three that you think you have in mind? You're like, all right, like this is my top three Fox bodies I saw at Motor City Fox Fest.
Well, John's actually showing it right there because that was my top one right there.
You
But
said
for the
John
three,
Celine?
yeah, man, I've got
Really?
a thing for a white Celine, and there's
He gonna
never
cry. He gonna cry.
there was
Oh my
never
God.
one that actually hits a home run with a wheel. When I seen that car, I'm like, damn, that should have came that way.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I'd like to thank my mother, all my friends that said I should buy some CCWs and match the graphic. Anyway, go ahead, Lee. I'm looking up your profile again.
So top three, actually it was Ryan's Cobra.
There it is again.
That Celine.
Yeah.
and
Hey, someone also
then-
said too. Didn't someone message you, Ryan, or put a post like, Ryan, I love your car. It looks so good.
Dude, I get it all the time, bro.
Oh, my bad. My bad. My bad.
I get it all the time now. You know, I don't
My
know
bad.
about it.
Oh shit.
Look, that video right there, John's car.
Yeah.
My son caught it. I think we're at 107,000 views.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, that video right there.
That sounds fucking good. That car. You can't hear the sound on this, but I'm trying to find. What is it? CCW Lee CCW Lee? How do I
Yeah,
know?
it's TCW.Fox because
Dude, we're gonna change
I have
his
to put
name.
the freaking dot.
Lee, what is it? Lee Fox? We're going with Lee Fox.
Bogart.
Oh, there it is.
Bogart Lee.
BBS Lee.
Yes, Lee.
Not BBC, BBS.
What is this shit?
That was funny.
Look, watch it.
Is that Dave Chappelle?
Yeah.
Dude, that's
Oh,
funny.
I saw
Yeah,
that
'cause
one.
I did it where he's like, what are you going to do with this money? He's like, I'm going to reinvest in the community. And he's like, psych.
This is Cruz's car? Yeah,
That's
you
Cruz's
got,
car, yeah.
you got some nice footage there, bud.
The champion.
I still got more footage of other people's cars too. I just haven't made it, man. I got some of like a Vinny's Cobra, and then I got some of like I said, War Admiral's car, and I got some other stuff. I just haven't made the videos.
Yeah,
I
right.
do-
So,
Hey, did I see that 93 Cobra correctly? Was there an automatic behind that thing?
Oh, you talking about Joey's car? Is it GT, right? It's not a Cobra.
It's a GT.
It is GT, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when I first met him too, I was like, Cobra didn't come automatic.
Exactly.
Not.
But
He's like,
honestly,
Joey's car is an automatic.
yeah, Joey, because it's a GT, it's not a Cobra.
Nah,
What
yeah,
the
it's a
hell?
GT. He likes
Hey, what
He
the
likes-
hell?
it's,
he likes the Cobra, but he likes an automatic. So he built
Oh,
his
right.
own.
Joe.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that video right there is Brother Tom's car, man. Like you said, that car doesn't get enough attention, and it's a beautiful freaking car.
With the
That thing
B-lock.
That thing
This
looked
was-
good with the ponies.
This was one of my top threes right here, brother Tom's.
Yeah, that was going to be my third. I think
Oh,
it's
Brother
very,
Tom's your third?
yeah,
He had
that
a
car.
Paxton on there too.
Damn,
the
Gus,
Cookie
you picked
Monster.
all hatches.
Yep.
Oh man.
Hey, where's my headset?
There's Denise's car.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
a nice car,
Denise.
too.
It's
Yeah,
crazy that she's had that car since 1987, man.
87.
Yeah, that's awesome.
the
Like,
year-
and she's gone through like a lot of stuff, built it, her and her husband. Cool freaking story, man.
yeah. Oh. Whoa.
Aldo's car.
Hey,
Aldo's-
Aldo was like, man, you actually got my car. Heck yeah, man. No one ever videos my car.
Yeah, we don't video his car.
This is a cool car too. This
Yeah,
is
it's beautiful.
car.
Yeah, Mystic is a beautiful freaking color.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am selling my Mystic now, by the way, if anybody's interested. 3,000 miles. Anyway. All
Oh,
right,
you're selling the Mystic?
I am, yeah. I put up the Mystic there. Yep. So I'm gonna stop sharing the screen now. Let's get to business. I just wanted to show your video editing skills there.
So all right,
Mr.
so Gus, so you're saying your top three is John's Celine, Ryan's Cobra, and Brother Tom,
The Cookie Monster,
the
yeah.
Cookie Monster.
It's just a very, very humble build, and then he pops the hood and you're like, damn,
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
nice.
it's a freaking yeah. His car is. You have to say, yeah, you do. You look at it from the outside, you're like, all right,
Yeah.
you know something's a little up because you see B-locks, but
Mm-hmm.
everybody kind of puts B-locks on the car that doesn't really need it. But his car actually, you pop the hood, you're like, oh crap,
Yeah.
he needs some B-locks.
It's a
Yeah.
GT on steroids.
I hate. Hold on. I hate to do this to you, Gus, but you don't know the rules. So you can't pick a car that's already been picked. So
Oh,
I chose
Okay.
Brother Tom's as
That's
mine.
right.
Nobody chose my Saline, to be fair. Nobody chose Ryan's Cobra. So, all right, you got a little brown on your nose, but who's your third one that we didn't pick?
yeah, you got to pick a
Okay,
third
so-
one, guys.
And if you pick another one, you get the gong. Get it,
All
ready?
right. So
I thought he had got an alibi. 'Cause he
there
wasn't on
was
us.
an emerald green LX on a set of 18-inch ponies
Oh,
that had like a
Three-piece
bolt
pony.
pattern all the way around on it as well. Did you guys see that?
me and Gus likes the same cars. I
So,
picked that car.
Ryan
Yeah,
picked
yeah.
that.
Oh, here we go.
That's the three-piece ponies. You can't.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
with
Try
the peanut butter gut.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to pick
He's
something
cool.
else. Let's go. You're going deeper, Gus,
All right.
deeper.
Let's go to. Let's see here.
You didn't walk around that show, did you?
I think I, know what you're
I
gonna
did.
say.
You know what? I did like Lonnie's car. That
Okay.
white coupe.
The what?
That was a nice car.
Which
Yeah,
car
it's a
did
nice
you-
car. It was the white notch that was all the way next to the Foxzilla. It was the white coupe with the turtle
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah.
with like a grayish wheel face with
Yeah.
a polished lip.
Right.
We took a video of that car. Very nice car. I think he repainted that car.
He
It just had been delivered that morning.
Yeah, he took it. He took it to Ponies and the Smokies in 2025, and he entered the King of the Smokies, and he wrecked going down a drag strip, and that was 2025. Oh, shit, we're in 2026 already, and he just got that car back. Something happened with the steering shaft or something, and he wound up in the wall, and he tried to make it to 2026 with that car, but he didn't make it. So. From what I understand, it took a little over a year to get that car fixed up. He has a guy. He's told me, gentleman's name,
John Coates.
John Coates. Yes, that does the work for him. And I'm guessing John is close, right? I mean, John is a Michigan guy, right?
He's actually Ohio. He's about 20 minutes from me.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So I mean, Ohio and next state over. So relatively close. That's because Lonnie lives in Florida, so. Makes sense why he got the car back. So I know he'd been working on that car. Lonnie McDaniel, awesome human being, man, great guy. I love that guy.
Yeah, that was the first time I met him. He was driving. Did you guys see his '93 Cobra that he was driving?
Oh yeah.
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 So that car got dropped off at my house by John, and I completely went through it. I detailed it, polished it. It'd been sitting under a wet tarp for 5 years outside, from what I was told, and the paint was very oxidized. So I had some time into that paint to try to resurrect it as much as possible, obviously. But yeah, that was a all original 48,000 mile Cobra.
Damn.
Had some bumps and bruises on it, but it was definitely a solid car for sure.
Now, is it something you do on the side, like detail, or just something you kind of
Yeah.
do just for fun, or just?
So
Yeah,
give me one
I
second.
actually used to have a detail shop.
Give me 1 second, Gus. We always do this shit backwards. Gus, tell us a little bit about yourself, right? Let's
I
go
was going to
into
bring that up. I was trying to go into it.
what you do, how you got into Fox bodies. Yeah, because we're like skirting around. We're talking about, guys, we should call this like the ADD den. We all have it here, especially Ray.
We're different, bro.
He
We're
had that
different.
smoke running just to calm his nerves. So there's no structure to this shit, but let's get into it, Gus. Tell us a little bit about yourself 20 minutes in. Get it.
So obviously, you guys are aware I'm from Ohio. Been an Ohio guy all my life. To get into the Fox body, my dad actually bought that car brand new in 1987. It was originally, it went to my older brother. My older brother went into the military. He got out of the Air Force, and he had met his fiancee over in Greece. He moved over to Greece, and the car stayed stateside. So I was next in line to get the car, or get a car, and my dad gave me that car. So I've had that car since I was 15 years old. I just turned 49 2 days ago.
So we're the same age.
Yeah, how many iterations have you gone through to what it is now? Is this kind of like you change different motor, different paint, different anything?
Yeah, it's been through this is the fourth iteration. It did a lot of drag racing back in the day, but I also grew up in that car, so it always had, its neons, a stereo, always had an Alpine CD player. It still has an Alpine CD player today. It'll always have an Alpine in it. But, obviously I grew up in that car, but when the kids came around, the drag racing didn't happen as much as it used to. It was, 2-3 times a week. And there was times where, we would go up and down the East Coast and do some drag racing, and have some fun. But that's when the car kind of went to the wayside. And at the time I had an '03 Cobra convertible, a 10th anniversary car, and kind of fell in love with that platform, that 4-valve motor, and had that car for about 14 years. And then I got to bug up my butt to work on this Foxbody again. So back in 2013, my buddy Brandon and I ripped my Foxbody apart in his dad's garage. And I bought a wrecked '04 Terminator out of California, had it shipped to Ohio. It was actually T-boned. I can actually show you guys some pictures of this thing. And I pulled everything out of it, from headlight wiring harness to taillight harness, engine, transmission, everything, ripped everything out of the car, sold everything off the car that was still able to be sold, and then I kept, obviously, the motor and trans out of it. So that's what's now in my car.
Is there any particular reason why you didn't do the IRS? Because I remember doing the interview in the video, you didn't do the IRS, you kept the straight axle, just kind of trying to keep it like old school, or you just didn't want to do.
He's a drag racing guy.
He's a drag racer. You don't want
well,
that.
I mean, if you're not drag racing no more, the IRS is like kind of makes it a little more
weight, though.
Going back, I probably would have done the IRS. But at the time, I still wanted to do some drag racing, and have some fun with the car, So that's why the 8.8 stayed in it. Obviously, I used to have a 410 in that car with a 600 solid roller, 12.5 to 1 compression motor in it. And that was a nice, NA motor for that car. But then when that went in there, now it's got a 373 in it. And actually, on an 18-inch drag radio, that car's gone a 10.0 at 138 miles an hour.
That's good.
The car moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that 10.0, that ain't nothing. That ain't no slouch, man. That's a fast freaking car.
Yeah, it's a fun car. I mean, the car makes 700 horse. You wouldn't think it, obviously, because it's that motor or whatever, and it's quiet compared to something that's nicely built with cams and stuff. But yeah, it's a fun car. It's a fun car. It's like 3,250 pounds with me in it.
Oh man, freaking dude, 700, 1,300 pounds. You're gonna smoke people even with 1,000 horsepower because just the weight. With the weight and how much power it makes. That's freaking. That's a badass little combo.
Going back to that IRS versus solid rear end debate. Back in the day, it was probably like here locally. I knew a guy. I was friends with someone's friend that he bought a brand new Terminator back in '04. Right? And he paid full price for it. I forget what color it was. And he literally got delivery of the car, took it to his friend's garage, and ripped the fucking IRS out.
Yeah.
Car had like 8 miles.
A lot of people did that.
To it an 8.8. Yeah, because he was drag racing. He bought, because those were the cars back then, right?
Yeah.
That was like the brand new platform. Like, holy shit, you put a pulley on this, a smaller pulley, and an exhaust, and you could tune them right back then with the handhelds, and a tune, and you had 480 horsepower, 450, 480, and it was like, holy shit, So all the drag races,
that was a lot of power,
straight to it. But they were like, get rid of this fucking IRS, it's garbage.
You used to be able to get those IRSs back in the day for like less than $1,000 bucks. Now you try to look for an IRS from an old 304 because they have the better 31 spline axles versus the 99 has the 28. Man, they go for like $4,000, $5,000.
Yeah, there was a red Celine back in San Antonio back in the day. There was a red Celine that had an IRS in it, and I went to this guy's house to buy some parts, and he had all the racecraft parts, all the suspension on the grass. I think it was like a red spring or something. It was all racecraft, but it was from the Celine. Yeah. And I said, "Man, you're running the IRS?" He goes, "Man, I'm just trying to be comfortable." I said, "That's a lot of weight." That's a lot of weight. Yeah. I want that solid axle.
He said it. He said it. You know, we all stopped drag racing. Right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, also, is there a track by you, Gus, that you can go drag racing, or how far is the closest track to you?
It's about a half hour, maybe 25 minutes away, which is Norwalk, which is now called Summit. Summit purchased them maybe 10 years ago or whatever. So it's something that we would go to all the time. And, you know, back in the day, Wednesdays was our time trials. Fridays we would do time trials. And Sundays there would be some kind of eliminations. And we were always at the track, you know, whether we were doing something to the car during the week and going to see what it would do differently. But that's what we grew up doing, you know, is going to the track all the time. Even if it was just an electric fan on our bone stock 5-liter, you know what I mean? Let's see what the difference is, you know? Nothing.
Hey, Gus, you said you had a 410 back in the day. What are you running right now in that? You have an 8.8, right? What are you running in that rear end?
It's a 373.
Yeah, nice gear. Real light.
I drove the car around with a 410 because it's got a 6-speed, obviously. For maybe a couple of months, and that first gear was like a creeper gear. Like, it was just useless, you know? Completely useless. You might as well just take off in second.
Yeah, you're literally, take off in second, so instead of first, you just launch it in second, because it's kind of
it was a burnout machine.
Second gear burnout.
Yeah. Now, would you say the way your car is it's done, or do you have like kind of tweaks you plan to do to it, and then maybe call it done?
That car will never be done. You guys know this already. I'll tell you what, and you guys might not have noticed, that car's got a fiberglass hatch on it. It's had a fiberglass hatch on it since 1998. It's a pain in the ass. It creaks. It rattles. I think I saved like 50 pounds going to a fiberglass hatch in 98. You know what I mean? But that's coming off this winter.
What brand is it? You remember?
It's
is that Mr. Foxbody? Back in the day, Mr. Foxbody kids?
No, it's
Cervini? No, it's not a Cervini.
The place was in Dayton. We actually drove down there. We took my brother's expedition back in the day with 2 of my buddies, and we slammed the seats down in the back, and we went. What the hell was the place called? HO Fiber Trends. Was it HO Fiber Trends? I think it's HO Fiber Trends.
Oh,
so we went straight to their place, and these guys were high as a kite, laying fiberglass, all this resin everywhere.
He's still here. He's still alive. Jim Wickline. He still makes hoods.
We walked in there for like 3 minutes. We're like, holy, we got to get the hell out of here. You know, what's going on in here? And they had no masks on. They were like, hey, what's going on? You know, they're doing their stuff. But we ended up buying
so high, they don't realize they're high.
yeah, exactly. That was normal. So, yeah, we ended up, that was an HO Fiber Trends hatch. I mean, it's nice. It fits nice and stuff. It's just, I want to get the metal hatchback on it.
I don't even think nobody even makes a hatch fiberglass anymore.
I don't even remember seeing it.
So I was like, what brand is that?
Yeah. Somebody's going to be looking for that.
I couldn't tell you. I mean, hey, somebody wants to buy it, they can have it.
Oh, yeah. Hey, well, yeah. See, I guarantee you want to buy it. Yeah, someone's want to buy it because that's one of those products they made back then that you are not going to find today.
The only thing I do want to do, and we didn't really talk about too much, is when my dad ordered that car, it was completely stripped. AM/FM radio, and roll down windows, no power windows, locks, mirrors, nothing. No
option.
So if there's anything that I do want to do, there's no defrost. So that window to try to find a car light, OEM window with no defrost in it is probably priceless. So that'll
you probably get a check like Florida or Georgia, Tennessee,
yeah,
like one of those warm states. That's going to be a hard glass to find on a hatch.
Yeah.
What, you
I'll just
want a
I'll just have it
non-defrost?
removed.
Yeah.
It's no defrost. Yeah.
Okay, you want defrost.
You have a no defrost glass in that hatch?
Yep.
So
shit.
you want a defrost window?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Because a lot of people don't want the lines
Yeah.
in
Right.
the glass. Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
you can't even find a fucking defrost OEM Carlite hatch glass. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't find any fucking glass for these
Yo.
cars except the front windshields. I mean,
I didn't even notice Aldo's car.
It's a fucking crime.
Aldo's
Yep.
Coupe is a non-defrost car. Roll up windows.
I mean, look, it's
Really?
cool. Like Carlite, what the fuck are you doing? There's still millions of these cars around here, you dumb fucks. What are you doing? Sorry, guys. I gotta go pick up a $600 fucking piece of hatch glass in New Jersey in Bayonne.
Get out of here.
$600 fucking
Get outta here.
fucking please.
Get out of here.
Yeah, fucking Italian. I'm gonna go see somebody. Fucking headlock.
He's all, what y'all doing out here? What y'all doing out here? Come on, man. Give me a cannoli.
That's why you guys, if you're listening right now on Apple or Spotify, you gotta be on YouTube. You just had to see what fucking Ray did. Ray, show them how you hammered that fucking Texas Best Foxbody you played in the back wall there before you got on with us today. Show us what you used. Show them what you used for the hammer.
Oh, shit. Hey, I was getting ready. I was like, man, I got to get this plate up here.
A fucking wine bottle.
Freaking guy.
That guy would have broke that thing, but his wife.
Trying to look all fancy and everything. Look how fancy I drink. He's like, I drink wine, guys. I drink wine.
No. Fucking wine's old as fuck.
Hey, where's the fucking tequila, Ray? Come on, what you leaving me disappointed here? Come on.
Well, it's gone because I had to hide it.
Show everybody what you got blowing there in the room.
Oh, I got to put it back on. Oh, shit.
Look at this. Look at this guy.
Hey, this dude has like a whole little production in there and everything. He got the smoke machine. Got the
Yeah,
little.
he
Got to
does.
warm up. Yeah, it's got to warm up.
He's gonna come in every week and he's gonna make an entrance like a WWF fucking wrestling superstar. You gotta get a mask now, Ray, for every episode. You gotta come with a new mask.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll give you a Spanish nickname for every single episode. El Martillo de la Cruz. No, anyway.
Well, Gus. So what's the next event you plan on going to? Are you going to go to Foxtoberfest or what are you thinking?
Come on, Gus.
I'm going to try to go to Foxtoberfest.
That means
Let's go, bro. Let's go.
I
You
don't
gotta
think-
go.
That means he's not going, guys. That means
Yeah, he's not going.
I've heard enough of that bullshit. Well, I'm gonna try. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, John, he did the key.
Yeah.
I just really wasn't planning for it. That's the thing.
Well, you put me on the spot. I really don't want to say no, but I'm gonna try no.
I don't want my wife to be watching this. What did
No,
you say on
actually,
the podcast?
Ray, it's funny you brought that up because she told me to go. And I said, I just got a bunch of stuff going on at work. It turns into
pack your
Life's too
bag.
short, man.
order for
Life's
work.
too
Pack your
short.
bag, bro. Your wife already said it. I would have said what? Pack my bag.
But
That's it.
Oh no,
That's
she's
it.
she's the best. She gets it. She loves the fact that the car's still in the family, and
You're out there
cars
with
ain't
your
going
son.
anywhere.
You're out there with your son too. That's a beautiful
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
Gus, how long are you married, Gus, and how many kids? You and I are the same age. If you just turned 49, you're born 77, just like me, then, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I turned 49 later in the year. But so how long are you married? How many kids?
So the beginning of July was our 20th anniversary. I've been married 20 years, and I've got 2 kids. You guys met my son Evan. He's 15 and a half. I say a half because he just got his temps, and then my daughter's 18.
Yep.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't talk about this, but you and I experienced this. For me, I got out of the car game for about 12 years, 10, 12 years, because my kids were in that age where they were doing sports every weekend, right?
Yep.
So I wound up doing all the travel softball, travel flag football with my son, travel hockey, right? So the hanging out with the guys on the weekends at the car shows, working on the cars, driving the cars, that shit stopped for about 10 to 12 years, right?
Yep. That's exactly what happened.
In my early 30s to like mid 40s, and then they got older, and I was like, I can get my car hobby back again, right? And that's kind of what popped back in. That happened to you?
Exact same thing that happened. And at one point, I'm like, do I sell these cars or sitting here? They're not doing anything. And actually, it was my wife. She goes, no. Why would you sell them? Just let them sit there, And that was the push that I needed, And no, I ended up keeping it, and obviously got into other vehicles and stuff like that. And obviously, the Foxbody doesn't have a back seat with that backseat delete and stuff in there, and the roll cage. So that's where my '03 Cobra actually came into play. I had custom car seats made because it was a 10th anniversary car, so it had black and red leather.
Yeah.
So I had custom car seats made that were black and leather. They had the snake stitched on it, and I would take those kids everywhere. We called it the ice cream car. We just jump in and go get ice cream.
That's cool.
Now, would you say your son's like heavily into cars, or you kind of trying to get him into it, or is he into cars, or?
He's actually into it. Actually, so's my daughter too. But she's on another spectrum. She loves BMWs. She's all over BMWs. She's got a BMW actually. But my son, he got this itch for this regular cab short bed truck. Probably when he was like 9 or 10 years old. We were actually at the racetrack, and Roush had a display there, and had a race red regular cab short bed there. And he's like, Dad, I want to get one of those trucks one day. I said, listen, man. I said, you play your cards right and you do good in school. I said, you can have anything you want in this world. I said, you just got to work hard for it, He's like, Dad, that's the truck I want. So I got a picture with him next to this car. Well, a little after he turned 14, we started looking for trucks for him. And he actually found that truck and got in contact with the guy back and forth, and then I got a hold of the guy. It was a Florida truck. The guy had just moved up to West Virginia with his job, and the truck had never seen winter, obviously. So we went and got that regular cab, and that's what we've been working on. Lowered it, wheels, exhaust. It had a smaller infotainment center, put a bigger 12-inch screen on it, did leather seats, did a center console in it. It's got a Lund tune. I pulled the actual intake manifold off of it and put a GT350 intake manifold on it. There's a company actually out of Florida, SPD Design, makes billet aluminum spacers.
Yeah.
To adapt to. Yeah, but I tell you what, those trucks rip, man. They are just a violent little truck. They launch, it's a all-wheel drive Mustang, for lack of better words, you know what I mean? And they weigh, 400 pounds is the difference in weight from a Mustang to that F-150.
What year is that F-150?
But he has no interest in a Foxbody, right? He's kind of just in a truck thing.
No, actually, he really wants a Foxbody.
So he wants one.
Yeah, he really wants a Foxbody.
What about an SN? What about a 96 Mystic? Does he like that little rainbow color? What about a roaster shop chassis? Does he want to build something on a roaster shop spec chassis? Come on, all right, come on.
Man, I tell you what.
Hold on. The big question, does he want a hatch or does he want a coupe? What are we talking here, Gus? What is he saying he wants, Gus?
Hatch.
Nah, he wants a hatch. He wants a hatch.
He's got to be like Dad.
That's right.
Hold on, because we've been having this since like the beginning. This is our 21st episode, right? We talk about this shit a lot, right? And Ryan, episode number 1, notch. Fuck the hatch. Oh, notch is better. If you've been paying attention to Ryan's Facebook and his Instagram, this guy is falling in love with his 93 Cobra.
I like it a lot.
That car is beautiful.
The hatch.
I like it.
Yeah. So I told him, and he couldn't understand back then. Before we started this whole podcast, him and I would always talk about that. And I have a Saline, and obviously you know my Saline, and I've always been a notch guy, right? Became a notch guy. When I got back into Foxbody, I wanted a notch. I wound up with this fucking Saline, and I fell in love with it. And I was trying to tell Ryan, I felt the same way, like, oh, I love the notchback. And I've got a hatch, and I don't know what the fuck happened, man. It's got a special place in my heart. It's my favorite car.
I had no plans of that thing being special. I just had a plan to do what I wanted to do to it. And now I'm just debating if I want to put a Vortec on it or a Coyote swap. I'm just like,
What, you want a Coyote? You want a Coyote swap it?
Yeah, I'm actually, but I want to do like an old motor with the Cobra jet intake, so it looks like it came from
Yeah.
Ford that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do like old motor, like 8,000 RPM, fucking just a ripper, like just rip every gear.
That'd be
Like,
badass.
so when you open the hood, you see that big Cobra jet. It looks like
Yeah.
it came like from the factory. Like I was thinking like that. No blow up, no
You wanted to
nothing.
be look like Nick's.
You know, if
No,
you guys,
no blower,
if you
no
guys
blower.
remember back in
Oh.
the day, well, John, I know you and I are probably the old guys in the bunch here, but
We are. Oh, hold on, Ray. Hold on. I know he don't look it because he's Mexican, but I think he's older than us.
Wait. Yeah, I think I'm the youngest one here though.
How old are you?
41.
Bullshit, really? Oh, I take that back. Then you and I are the old guys.
Yeah, I'm 47.
51, bro.
I'm 47.
Oh shit.
Lee's 22.
Fuck, I'm the old guy.
I tell everybody I'm 36.
Alright, well,
Nah,
all right.
so
all right.
what I was going to say is,
Lee's 40
42.
something. 40 something.
back in the day, the LX 5-liter car was the cheap car to buy,
Yep.
so you can, kind of start your platform. The coupe was never really thought of that much back then.
Other than
That was
racing.
like the redheaded. That
No,
was
or the
like the
police car.
redheaded stepchild back in the day.
SSPs.
Everybody wanted that LX hatch,
What?
Yeah, there's an
Well,
article out
speaking-
right now. It's a red LX that actually, there's an article right now that it's a red LX. And they show that it was the sleeper car of the performance. And it was like base of the base, but it was a sleeper car.
Hey, Gus, so what would you say since you are older and you've been in the Foxbody game since way back then? What do you think is the difference back then to now? And do you think the Foxbody community is like getting better?
Since
Besides
you're
the
older,
prices.
what the fuck is this shit? Since you're
He
older?
well, because he's had it
is
from the
that?
get go. You know what I mean? Like,
We're
No,
born the same year.
no,
since
but-
you-
Slapped him in the
No.
face.
Nah,
Fuck
Gus,
outta here.
I don't.
look,
I'll be like all of us, Gus.
because I
Gus,
see
I got along.
I see both of y'all with walkers. So I just want to know.
Bro, you
Well,
were getting
I
fucking
tell
picked
you
on
what.
here, Gus.
Hey,
Come
I
on.
did smell some Bengay at the show. I smelled a lot of Bengay. I'm just saying.
Hey, we're not wearing New Balances yet, all right? Fuck you guys.
No,
okay?
no jorts over here. So I'll tell you what. I think the Foxbody community has actually gotten stronger, and that's because of the guys getting older that have either gotten back into it or have stayed with it the whole time. John, you've got a newer GT500. I don't know how the guys around you are with the GT500s, but it seems around here at least, and I've got quite a few friends and a buddy that's got a local speed shop that's around here as well that I'll bring up as well. It's like everyone's trying to outdo each other on those cars. Like a one-upper here, back and forth. The Fox bodies, it's like, this is what I brought to the table. This is my car. And you're just liked because the car itself is kind of a reflection of you. This is what you did to it. This is how you did it, or how long you've had it. You know what I mean? Or what's the story behind it? You know what I mean?
Agreed.
You can't walk up to somebody with a new GT500 right now and say, "Hey, what's the story behind your car?" They're going to say, "Oh, I paid 50 grand extra for it, over sticker to buy it first, and I did the," you know what I mean?
It has
the
no
guys
story.
with the Fox bodies,
Yeah.
like all of you guys on here, you either bought it, you've had it, you've done this, that, and the other thing, but that's what you wanted to do. That's what the cool thing about those Fox bodies is
The GT500
very
is-
seldomly.
The
What's that, John?
GT500 is a soulless car. It's a fucking... You get it. I mean, it's cool as shit. You get in it. You fucking mash the gas pedal. It does all the shit for you. It's a reflection of kids today. It's what
I honestly love the
Yeah.
350 better. I like the 350 with the Voodoo. engine.
Hold on.
Yeah. But,
Hold on.
But it
John?
does everything for you.
Hold on.
It downshifts for you. It's driving a computer. Don't get me wrong. It's fucking awesome, right? It's fast as fuck.
John's car has a story though. There's a story with John's car. John's GT500 is the only GT500 in the world that has a story to it.
What's the fucking story to my GT500?
It's so good they don't reveal the story.
I'm like, okay, fucking tell me, fill me in on that shit. What?
How you found your GT500, bro?
What do you mean how I found it?
Didn't Carl tell you about your GT500, bro?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I mean,
You know?
yeah, I mean, so a friend of mine pointed out, that. So I got a group of friends up here in Long Island. They had GT500s. They had them, and they were saying, "Hey, man, you got to get a GT500." And I had a 2011. I'm sorry, I had a 2009, 2011, and a 2013 GT500. So I had the old GT500s, and then I got rid of it, and I got out of the car thing for a while, like I said, when the kids were doing all the sports. And I got back into the Fox bodies, and some of my buddies here, they had them, so they're like, "Yo, you got to get a GT500." I'm like, fucking like them, but I'm really doing the Fox body thing. And I saw all their GT500s. I'm like, those are cool, nice, cool cars, not a Fox body. So my buddy Carl is like, they make these two colors. They make this mischievous purple and this, what's the fucking green? I'm sorry, I always draw a blank.
Eruption green?
Eruption green.
That's a nice
He's
color.
like, look at these two fucking colors. And I'm like, oh my God, like that's pretty sharp. And he's like, I looked for this car, this color. He's like, I couldn't find it. It's a rare color. So I'm like, you know what? I'm like, if one of those two colors come up, I'll fucking buy one. So I put these alerts on, all the car buying apps. And I'm in Disney World with my family. And doo-doo-doo comes up. Like 3 days after I set the fucking alert. And my buddy's telling me how he looked for this color for a year. Like a fucking lucky asshole, bang, it pops up, and I'm like, holy shit, here's the car. I called the guy, got fucking 10 grand off on the price. I couldn't believe it. And I did the deal within awesome. 3 hours over the phone in Disney World. And is that the story you wanted me to tell, Ryan?
Bro.
All right, that's how I bought the car.
You got a story to yours.
I mean, but it's not a cool story. But anyway.
Anything else done to it, John?
Right now, just the VMP cold air intake. It's going to Vinny right now via VA Motorsports. He's doing the full exhaust. Oh, not full exhaust. Long tube headers, eliminating the cats, smaller pulley, tune, and I think he's upgrading the injectors. It's like going to add like another 120 horse. It's going to be making about 820, 830 rear wheel horse.
Yep, all day.
Yeah,
all
she's
day.
got to be nasty. Yeah.
That's a lot of power.
Yeah.
I actually, I've got a Joker's ported blower on mine.
Yeah.
It's got a Whipple intercooler. It's got a 4 fuel system. It's on the 85, big 1300 injectors on it. It's got American Racing 2-inch primary headers, no cats. I left the stock exhaust on there because I like the fact that you can switch it back and forth.
I like that.
It actually made 1,030 to the tire on the 85. The car's stupid. It's stupid, but it's a blast. I mean, last weekend I took it to Woodward, drove it up there, drove it back. I mean, it's just a blast to drive, man. It's a blast.
The problem for me, I don't have any stations with E85 here in the city. The closest one I have is in New Jersey, and it's like 35 miles away. Yeah. So, yeah. What are you saying, right? Foxbody. He's looking at Foxbody. Anyway, E85. Yeah, Foxbody, the Foxbody Den. There you go, Ray. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Get back to the Foxbodies.
Dude, they get, a lot of groups get mad, like, if they see it ascend in your pictures or your videos.
Yeah.
Well, first of all,
you get banned.
That's a platform of the Foxbody still, kind of. So
the Foxbody Den is Foxbody SN New Edge, so 7904. So we do talk about a lot of the stuff there. So have you ever owned like a New Edge? I mean, you said you owned a Terminator. Well, you scrapped a Terminator, and you've got obviously.
I had a 10th anniversary car, convertible car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about any ESNs?
I've had.
He's like, no, fuck those cars.
I've had 2, but they didn't last long. I
fuck those cars.
And flipped them. You know what I mean?
You need one. You need one with a Terminator motor now.
See? I don't know, man. The Coyote motors are just way ahead of their time right now. If I were to do it all over again, it would definitely have to have a Coyote.
Yeah.
With a Godzilla in it.
Nah,
Godzilla would
I've
be
never, I've
nice.
never been a fan of Godzilla's. I don't know what's everybody's obsession with Godzilla's, but man,
It's
I
just
don't
an
know.
old school push rod motor. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
Yeah.
but how much it weighs, the power you
Yeah.
make,
How
you
much it
actually,
revs? If it revs
yeah,
quick,
like it
like
just, I don't.
Coyote.
To me, it's not. It's okay, cool. You have a Godzilla in your Fox body, but I'm like, dude, you could just do a Coyote for one cheaper. Would have made more
Yeah.
horsepower. I don't. The Coyote just seems, it just seems more better to me versus the
So
Godzilla.
so I thought about with the lawn dart car that I'm building. I thought about doing a Godzilla motor, right?
Mhm.
Level 3?
For
Is
what?
that the
Who?
one that's
What?
got a Roadster shop chassis, John?
No Roadster shop chassis. I'm selling that
No?
chassis. No, no, no. It's
Oh.
got a custom chassis built underneath it. But I was building that chassis.
Okay.
On that chassis, I changed it. That's why it's for sale. And Ray's got the Miller High. Oh, boobies. Nice. Nice, Ray. I'm fucking distracted, bro. I like titties, man. They can't. What are you doing, bro? What was I saying? Oh, man. No, but so no, I reached out. I was looking to do a Godzilla, but I was looking to do like a either supercharger or a twin turbo. Someone was telling me that there's an issue with like introducing boost to those motors. It's something with the heads or something
One of
like
my
that.
buddies got an F-250 truck with a Whipple on it. It's not the, I forgot the liters. It's the lower version. My buddy Mike Leroy, and my
Yeah,
buddy with that red truck. Forgot what it is. It's a
it's a
Godzilla with a
Godzilla.
Whipple. He
Yeah.
did it by a 210 Performance here in San Antonio.
And no
How it
issues.
runs?
No, it runs great. It runs great. It runs
Yeah.
freaking, it's good. But I mean, he doesn't race it or nothing. It's just a truck. So you wouldn't know until you get him.
I think I reached out to like Texas. Is it Texas Speed? Is that the name of the company that builds the race engines, the Coyotes, and they were a Texas company.
Yeah, it's
So
a speed shop.
Texas Speed Shop, yeah.
Yeah.
So I contacted them, and they were fucking around with the Godzillas for a little while. And I spoke to somebody. I want to say his name was Travis, if I remember correctly. This is about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And he's like, we keep blowing up those Godzilla engines. He's like, we're not doing it anymore. They're shit for boost. That's what he was telling me back then.
And
He's like, so we're just sticking with the Coyote platform. That's what he was telling me.
Yeah, you actually got to break those. You actually got to do crank. You got to do crank rods and pistons because they're mainly they're just big truck motors to have some torque. They weren't made for boost. That's why I'm wondering. That's why I always say, I'm like, dude, just do a Coyote. You're gonna throw too much money into this Godzilla. Sure, it sounds cool. I got a Godzilla, but man, if you're trying to go
Yeah.
better power without having to bust open the engine, I just say Coyote, man. And it's lighter. Those Godzilla engines actually weigh more than the Coyote engine.
there's an LMR car with it. Isn't that green LMR car that they made?
Yeah.
One of their feature cars, the
Yeah.
Godzilla.
The green one.
It's
It's
well,
just
that's
a
not
proven
LMR.
platform. Those Coyotes are just a proven platform. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Plus that, Coyote's already been proven. You
They
can
rev to the moon.
whatever you want configuration. Somebody's already done it. All you got to do is follow the playbook, and you'll make the same result.
Yeah.
I mean, but they're a cool. Listen, I mean, look, the Coyote platform has been around since 2011? Is it 2011?
11.
Right. The Godzilla. How long has the Godzilla been around now?
23. 23.
Yeah. 3 years now.
Yep.
So I mean, again, 15 years of development, aftermarket development versus 3. To be fair, though, there are quite a few people that are building Fox bodies with Godzillas, right? You got Chris, infamous project, right? His 93 T-top red Cobra on the Roadster Shop spec chassis. That's a Godzilla. You have that J&H Restorations car that won Motor City Fox Fest. I think that's what you were talking about. That's got a Godzilla. You got that guy that's building that 79 pace car down at Martin Brothers. Chris has been doing Chris Infamous Project has been doing some video down there on that.
Yeah.
That's a Godzilla with a twin turbo, right? So they're starting to gain more and more momentum. You're seeing more cars with them, and like anything else, you get these guys. It's trial and error. You do this and that, and more of these manufacturers see more people using it. They start developing parts for it, and it just becomes more. I don't know. I know people
Well,
like.
Lee,
What were you saying?
no, I said like Lee said, the market for the Coyote swaps is amazing now. So you got now you got the K member that fits. You got the right headers. You got control packs. I mean, the Coyote's where it's at now, man. If you want to make crazy power,
You
don't
got
want to be
Holly.
a push rod.
You got
Well,
Holly.
Yeah, Holly.
and
Yeah.
if you want to do some cheap fun, obviously, think about how many of those 5-liter motors have been in F-150s, not only just the Mustang. You know, they are a different intake manifold, different firing order because of the cams and stuff like that. But,
Yeah.
you know, that platform's there, and it's cheap. I mean, you can get an F-150 motor with under 100,000 miles for $3,000.
You buy a new F-150, fucking bolt a Whipple on it, and you got your Mexican GTR, man.
Yeah.
Yo, dude,
Sorry, guys.
I know a guy that got a SN with a Roush blower. Makes 700 on a truck motor. Like nothing else.
Sure.
700.
Yeah. Well, that's what. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like proving the point where it's just easier. It's been proven. Just throw a Coyote.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey,
I'll
but I
do
love
it.
my push rod, man. I'll never go Coyote. I love me some push rod. And that's all it is, man. For
You know
me.
what, right?
You know-
Go ahead, Gus. Go ahead.
There's a distinct sound behind a small block Ford with a camshaft or a built motor or whatever that you cannot replace with any motor. No
Yeah.
Coyote, no Godzilla, no nothing. That small
Yeah.
block with a cam in it just sounds wicked, man.
Yeah, and the right exhaust. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it could be. It's probably only making maybe 300 horsepower, but dude,
Yeah.
it sounds freaking amazing.
309, my white car makes.
225 of nut busting horsepower.
Still to this day, I could be sitting somewhere, right? And if I hear the fucking exhaust of a fucking 302,
A Fox body, yeah.
a Fox body coming around the corner, I know, I can tell you, what head snaps around like motherfucker.
He said, I can't tell you how many times I had to change out my underwear when I heard one of those.
You instantly think
That's because I'm getting old, Ray. That's because I'm getting old. You know. Sorry.
You instantly think 2-chamber Flowmasters when you
Mac.
hear a 5-liter go by.
Or Mac Flow.
But let me tell you something, because I've owned both, right? I only right now own push rods, right? Because of the sound, and I just love the sound, the feel, the nostalgia, and look, you can boost them up where you get some serious fucking horsepower out of them too, but you got to pay a lot of money.
Right.
But the Coyote, man, the reliability, you can the power, you can rep those motherfuckers to the moon. You throw a supercharger on it. You bolt the fucking supercharger on it. You make 700 horsepower. Like it's nothing on a stock block, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that shit, you get in that car and you go drive to California. You don't got to worry about it breaking down.
Just
That's
make
right.
sure you change the oil pump gear.
Yeah.
It's a little bit.
Yeah,
You
if do a
can,
blower,
no.
for sure.
Yeah, you should, but you could probably even get away with that.
No,
right?
you can get away without having to do the gear
Yeah.
on a Coyote.
Yeah, as long as you're not like redlining it.
Redlining it, yeah.
Yeah, you can get away with that. Like,
Yeah.
But what's
I don't know.
redline? What's redline on a Coyote?
Yo, listen, when the last
Something.
any one of you guys hit 8,000 RPM, bro?
Oh, I hit 8,000 RPM in my Fox body.
And you broke it.
8,000?
Yeah, and it broke. and it broke. I was like, oh,
Hey,
okay,
you guys
broke
hit 8,000
everywhere.
RPM. Come on,
Hey,
man.
I didn't say I
I
did
hit
it
800.
last. I just said I did it.
Hey, I hit 8,000 RPM with some Lubriderm cream and a fucking towelette when I was 15 years old. Fucking 8,000 RPM, bro.
You went. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But so hey, back to Gus. So you're saying that? So you think you think the Coyote game now is like better? Like, or you think it's gotten better, or is it projecting to be like even better?
I think it's gotten a lot better. I mean, there are so many different configurations out there that you can go, from just a NA setup to you want to have some real fun. You just literally bolt a blower on.
Yeah.
And you're doubling the horsepower of the engine. You know what I mean? Yep. Where back in the day, go back to Fox bodies, we would put a blower on those cars, and you were struggling for 400 at the tire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were worried that you were going to blow the fucking block apart.
Yeah, anything over 5,800 RPM.
Yeah, the T5 was gonna blow up. You were like, you were living on borrowed time, even with a fucking A trim. Like, you're like, oh fuck.
Oh yeah.
You put money aside on your paycheck every week. Like, yeah, I'm counting down days.
But it was probably the best freaking fun you ever had, right?
Of course.
It felt so much faster than it feels now.
Yeah.
So-
The most fun I've ever had in my Fox body was a 306.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually that 600 solid roller cam that I was telling you guys that was in there, 12.5-1 on a 100 shot. That car was the most fun car on the street. I was always riding around on drag radials or slicks, but I had so much fun with that car. I couldn't even tell you how many bottles of nitrous went through that car.
Were you a 12-second car?
It actually was an 1140 car.
Okay.
On kill.
And you were the
Get it straight, John.
man.
Get it straight.
Oh,
Okay. You were the man in 1140s back then.
John,
What
when I'm
you think?
telling you 1140s, this was Fun Ford Weekend. I'll age myself. Fun Ford Weekend, probably
98.
like
98.
early 2000s was like the last one that was here. And that car was just so much fun. I won actually the what the hell was it? Stick shift shootout.
Well, nice.
We were the top 8, and I actually won the top 8 stick shift shootout with that car. It was just, I was hot lapping it, and there was no killing the car. 1140s. Like,
And that was on a T5 or?
yeah, it was on a T5.
Wow.
T5 world class.
Dude,
Yeah, exactly. World class.
Dude, listen, every gear he pulled that touched that slick, bro, was like, oh my god.
You know the difference between a regular T5 and a world class? The priest went over and blessed it. Was like, oh,
That was it.
I was like,
Yeah. Every time you order a world class, the priest has a cut. Yeah, he's like this. He's all, they got me with this transmission.
Listen, we went through some cheap times. We were putting 4-cylinder 5-speeds in our 5 liters back in the day because we didn't have no money.
yeah, man.
Go try that, and you know what the difference is? Steeper first gear, and we'd still blow the hell out of them.
Yeah, fuck. Be like, fuck. You and your friends.
They were outside the cathedral. They were like, T5, world class. They were outside the cathedral and shit. Hey,
Another reason why you got to be watching it on YouTube. Don't tell me that thing's gonna play music, Ray.
what is that, music?
Yeah.
And
We're
smoke.
at church. We're at church right now. Chill.
Okay. All right.
Smoking. The smoke machine.
Oh man, listen, man. Back in the day, me and my buddy Jay, we picked up my '94 Cobra from Carl's shop on Friday night, right?
Uh-huh.
And bro, we were driving that thing back on the Belt Parkway, and from Long Island to Staten Island, Belt Parkway. Everybody knows the fucking Belt Parkway. If you haven't driven it, you know it fucking sucks. Pothole city, right? We're going along. We're like do 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 do. You barely feel any of the potholes. We're laughing. Me and my friend, we're driving. We're like, yo, this thing drives like a fucking Cadillac, right? We're hitting these bumps. And I'm like, yeah, I get on. I get dropping in the third gear. I get up to like 4,000 RPM. I slam, boom. Fucking thing couldn't get out of its way. A lady in a fucking in a minivan is looking at me, and she's like, she gives me the look, and then she hits it and takes it off on me. Me and my friend were cracking up. We're like, we used to think this fucking shit was fast. Apparently, those cars, they have a 302 in them, but they have like 215 rear wheel horsepower.
What year was that?
94.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. They were
bumped up the horse-
215.
They're
They
slow.
bumped up the horsepower, but real wheel.
Yeah, 215.
That was the shit back in the day. That was like, if you had 300, and then you started, like you said, then you took the weight off, you got a fucking fiberglass hatch, you started taking the seats out, you got rid of your air conditioner, not only for the horsepower, for the fucking weight.
Yeah,
you were
exactly.
you were getting cat with 200 horsepower. Can you imagine?
Man, you hit 3. I mean, when you went to 13, when you got down to 13 seconds, you were like, all right.
King
it's
of the
on.
streets. King of
King,
the
pretty
streets.
much. Yeah, 12s, you were like,
It's crazy
Yeah.
how 13, how back then 13 seconds was like freaking fast.
It was
Now
fast. It was
you're
fast.
13 seconds, you're like, dude, are you pushing that car? Like what's going on here, man?
My F-150 runs 13s
Yeah.
with a 3.5 EcoBoost in it.
does it
I
really?
ran a 15 on an AOD, and I thought I was bad.
He got out the car, took his helmet off. 15 seconds. Walked out.
He walked out like it was NASCAR. He's taking off his fire suit.
He was like, ladies.
Hey,
He's like,
the
ladies.
sad part, I wasn't even driving. I wasn't even driving that fucking car. I was like, I'm scared.
You're riding
My buddy goes,
shotgun?
I'll drive your automatic.
You said you were scared? Yo, you got to put a roll cage in this, bro. Yo, ladies, I'll be signing autographs. I'll be here all night, all right? All right, yeah.
Hey, you know what? Back then, that was the thing. You would see some slow-ass cars, and they would have roll cages in these Fox bodies. I'm like...
Shit going down. You're like, what the fuck?
I remember, yeah. I remember going to the strip and seeing all these Fox body roll cages, so I'm like, dude, this fucker's fast.
Hey, he'd be like this. Hey, fucking let's go, motherfucker. He's like,
oh my god.
But then you would see the car going on the track, and you're like, wait a minute, why do you have a roll cage? What's going on, dude?
When I go fast.
Guys spent $2,500 on a roll cage and a $5,000 car for a 15-second car back in the day.
But back then, that shit was fun, and it made sense back then. And dude, it was like every Fox body was doing it, man. I remember my car being slow as fuck, and like one of the things on my list I wanted to do was fucking throw a roll cage. For what?
Wasn't it back then when you got into the 11s, you had to have a roll cage? Why do I remember that? Was it 11s or 10? Was it 11?
10.
$11.99, right?
$11.99. You had to have a roll cage. That's when I put my roll cage in the car.
Yeah, it was like a badge of honor. You were like, yeah, I can't go back until I spend all this money on a fucking roll cage.
or you had to run a helmet. You had to run a helmet at the tracks, and you're like, damn, I'm a fast motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hey, but Gus, your car has a roll cage, right? Are you gonna keep it in there, or you're gonna keep the roll cage in there?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it in there. Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks good the way K Designs did that, your back trunk and all that for your roll cage.
Listen, kudos to him.
Work.
Kudos to Keith.
Hell yeah, he does badass
I was on
work.
some phone calls with him for hours on end, FaceTime, because it was complex with that roll cage in there. That thing's welded in. That ain't moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you guys know he's in Texas, right?
Yeah.
So I'm in Ohio, so it was all measurements, like measure from here to here. He's on point with everything. And when he sent me that whole setup back there, it slid right in. Boom. I was like scratching my head. How the hell did he do this? He's a magician, you know?
No cutting, just put it right together. Yeah.
Yeah, fit perfect. Perfect.
I think K Design is like the top Fox body like rear trunk kind of system interior guy that's going on. I don't think nobody else is kind of like on this level right now. Well, at least not that I see.
No.
Well,
I don't think so
he
at
needs to
all.
send me my trunk kit. It's been a couple months.
He what?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. No, he hasn't sent it yet. It's been a couple months.
Well,
It takes a
you-
while.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
he takes a-
You're gonna wait, and he'll tell you. You're gonna he's busy.
It says it when you order it. It says a
Yeah.
couple
He's
months.
actually working on one for my son's regular cab right now. He's been on it for probably 2 months now, and he said I probably won't get it till October. I told him I'm not in no rush, because it's a one-off that he's doing. His neighbor's got a regular cab, so he's going to use that as a template. But he wants to get into regular cabs because they've gotten more popular and people have asked for them,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he's busy and he's a one-man band. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Yeah, you can't go to Keith. I mean, the quality. I mean, I've seen it. There's nobody that makes a trunk kit like he does, or the rear hatch, the seat deletes, and all that. There's nothing out there like him. But you gotta go to Keith expecting you're gonna wait a couple months. Like you can't.
Yep.
You can't go there in a rush with him. That's not going to happen because you're going to leave. Yeah, you're going to be disappointed. And Keith does a really good job of telling you that up front too. So
yeah, very vocal. He'll tell you everything about it. I mean,
Yeah, you probably.
even
I think I'm 4 months in, so it's probably like a 6-month wait.
yeah,
Hey, just send him a smoke signal, Ryan. Just send him a smoke signal.
Yeah, I will.
be like
I
Keith.
probably won't get another fucking kid from him. I won't fuck around.
What kit are you waiting for your Cobra?
I ordered it for my green coupe, and then I'm gonna give it to Al. He could put it in his car.
Oh, Aldo for the
Yeah.
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 So let's talk about Foxtoberfest. Let's shift gears. I mean, we always talk about it, but we spoke about it a little bit. Gus, we asked you if you were going. You're not.
He's
Yeah.
not.
So he's not going.
No, I'm gonna look into it this week and see what the dates are. It's just
Yeah, he's not
I
going.
can tell you right
traveling
now,
from
October
Ohio.
20th
Well,
to
you guys are
24th.
you're in New York too, John. So are you trailering down?
Yeah, I go every year. Yeah, Ryan's from New York too. Yeah, and these boys from Texas I think they have a longer ride than we do. How long's the ride
Yeah.
from Texas?
20, it's 21 hours.
Oh,
21.
fuck you. Fuck
They
that.
got
Damn.
This is our what? Fourth year?
Huh?
Third or fourth? This is our fourth year? Third year?
Fourth year.
dude, they got double the time we have, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
10 hours.
if you don't
for us.
go, you will regret it.
Yeah.
It's 10, or is it 10 or 11 hours? 11 hours for us?
Yeah, I give it 12. I say 10 to 12 because we
Yeah.
stop.
You guys
What day are
drive
you guys
20 over
going
20
down,
hours.
John?
What's that? What's that, Gus?
What day are you guys going down?
We go early. We go down
Tuesday.
there
Probably Tuesday.
Tuesday, unless we got an
Closer,
Airbnb.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, we got an Airbnb booked from Tuesday through Sunday. So we rented a fucking like an 18-bedroom castle. No joke, bro.
Nice.
Castle. Yeah.
real
Our buddy Nick rented it earlier this year. So we got the sick house. So we got it from Tuesday through Sunday, but I think we can probably contact the owner of that property and get the Monday for a discount. And if we can, everybody agrees.
I
We
plan
did that
to
last
be.
year. We're
I plan
rolling
to
on
show up
Monday.
on Tuesday. I plan to be there Tuesday because I'm gonna take off Monday. I'm gonna take off
drive.
Monday morning and then drive. So I'll be there
Drive.
Tuesday for sure. Yeah.
That's a long drive, guys. I didn't realize you drove that far. It's over
Well,
20 hours.
I fly all the time, but Lee's been taking his car for the last 2 years.
Yeah, I drive.
But we're trying to work out.
You drive alone, Lee?
Well,
No.
the year before I did. This past year, my buddy Bo, like last minute, literally the day before, was like, "Hey man, I'll go with you, pick me up." So I picked him up like at 4 a.m. and we just took off.
Yeah, and I flew in like all the other years. But I'm thinking taking the car this year though. Hopefully, we'll see.
I don't blame you. That sucks. And we won't go to Mustang Week in Texas because it's 23 hours.
No,
Yeah,
we're
but
gonna
y'all
gonna
can
fly in and get
y'all
rentals.
can just fly. You can just fly in.
Yeah.
get rentals.
You got some
Yeah,
Fox body rentals for us if we fly in? Come on, you got the extra Fox bodies down there?
Hey, well, we're not on your level, John. I got one, and that's it, man. I got one.
We got some
and that's it.
Pintos. There's some Pintos around here.
Some Pintos. We didn't ask for the Mexican Fox body, guys. Come on, you know.
We can.
we
Hey,
could
I
just
can rent
fly
you.
it.
I can rent you out a Ford Escort. You know what I mean? You want a Ford Escort? I'll hook you up with
Oh,
that.
John,
I can get you a nice
Ray
Zeta.
said pinto beans.
we could just find we could
I need
just
to a
find
nice setup.
somebody down in Texas when we go down there.
We're not talking about that right now, right?
Yeah, that's
No.
Moody
Oh,
Garden.
just
You say it's the Moody Garden.
No. I mean, buy one.
Oh, buy a Fox
Yeah.
body down there?
There's no rush.
Yeah.
Right. That's why they don't know. That's why we made friends with these guys. Now we have
Yeah.
a connection for rust-free cars in the South. And we're like, Ray, Lee, go
Go
check
check
out
this car out.
We got an advantage.
Joe Cruz sends in cars all day.
Yeah.
Hey, so any other guys trying to get anything done before Foxtoberfest? Like any parts or any installs you're trying to get done in your car before Foxtoberfest?
Just my wheels.
What are you bringing, right? What are you bringing?
If I get my wheels, the black coupe. If I don't get my wheels, probably my Cobra.
Okay.
So, if I get the wheels.
His black coupe is sick. So, I mean, his Cobra is beautiful too. So,
Yeah,
people have not seen his black coupe yet.
it's nice. I'm still taking it in. I haven't seen it. I picked it up from the transport and took it straight to my storage. My storage is like 30 minutes from my house. But every time I go over there, I'm like, I go pick up something over there. I'm like, I open the hood and I'm like, damn, this thing's badass. I got plates for it, so I might take
Did
it.
you just get it, Ryan?
Yeah, just got it.
Oh, nice.
So I think it took like 2 months. By the time I put the deal together and got it transported, it took like 2 months.
It came from Canada, Gus.
Yeah.
It was, so you had to get it across the border.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, that car's looking cheaper and cheaper by the day.
With the values, the
With
prices.
whatever, what you see what's going on.
Bro, okay? Did you see that Calypso coupe with the black
Yes.
with the black body molding? Did you see that, Ray? Did you see that, Lee? Or
Is that
Gus?
the one
Did you
you?
see that?
Is that the one you sent
Yes.
me, Ryan?
Yeah, I sent it to you. Yep.
Yeah, he was asking like 55 grand, right?
Yeah, dude, and everybody was
55
on.
grand.
They were on the car.
NA, no supercharger.
363,
Yeah.
Calypso coupe, Ricardo's interior, odometer gauges, shaved engine bay, Cobra
Alibaba
brakes.
wheels.
I wouldn't say it says CCW in the wheels.
Did it have
That's like
Alibaba?
that's like a
Easy
$30,000 car to
spot.
me, man. That's like a 35,000, 30, maybe 30.
I'll tell you right now, guys. If anyone's interested in that car, they're Alibaba wheels. I'll tell you right now. I ain't gonna fucking lie about it. They are.
Yeah, we looked at it. We looked at it. Yeah.
Right
No,
now, guys,
but-
go look on Facebook. I got a set of HRE Alibaba reps for sale on it. I don't give a shit.
Are those the gold ones?
Yo, you know, like me and Lee been talking a lot, and we're thinking it's like 80% out there, man.
Dude, For real,
There's-
there's like a
there's
good
no-
80% wheel out there. You're like,
Bro, there's a
Yeah,
lot of
Think
guys.
about in the past couple of years, all these different, and we won't bring up the vendors' names that have just popped up. It's
Don't
who
get me
can
started with
market
that
it
shit.
and who can brand it the best.
Yeah, it's
Right?
marketing. Yeah, it's a marketing company. Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
what they are. But look, at the end of the day, these wheels. Most of these wheels are being manufactured there, right?
By the same people. Yep.
There's 3 or 4 or 5 facilities in China, Taiwan, which is still China. At least the Chinese think so. So yeah, they're making them for a lot of these companies. You just go into them. A lot of these guys are brokers on there, or just guys running little side businesses that live there, and they've got relationships at the factories, the same factories that some of these other manufacturers that we buy here, name brand, have. So the quality of the shit coming out of there is
the same. It's the same
it's
quality.
good.
No,
Yeah, it's good.
I'm not knocking the wheels because honestly, Alibaba makes badass wheels. I'm not knocking that. The reason I brought it up was because in his post he doesn't say nothing about it.
He doesn't bring
So
up the
what
wheel.
I'm saying is, if anybody was interested in looking at it, if he tried to tell you they are, I
But he
can tell
wasn't.
you they're
But
not.
the ad wasn't. The ad wasn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm
telling
saying. But he didn't say anything about it. So that's why I was like, he didn't say anything about it. So I don't know if he was like, maybe if you talk to him about the car, he'll tell you like, hey man, these aren't the real thing. But they're
they
still
look good.
they're still a badass forged 2-piece wheel. I ain't knocking the man, dude. Like I said, I've been looking at them. I'm like, yo, man, I'm kind of, because these wheel prices nowadays are getting fucking crazy, dude.
Hey, listen, my HREs on there, you can buy them with a brand new set of Connies. I think I'm selling them for $4,500. That's what I paid, right? You go buy that same set of HREs online, hey, you're paying fucking 18 grand with the tires. You know, you want to look cool, like you want to look cool, like I have a set of knockoffs that look like you spent 18,000. Go spend the 4,500 on my wheels. You know, at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. It's probably the same, relatively the same shit.
It's got to be. And you know what? Back in the day, I think I was either telling you, Lee, or maybe Ryan about this before. Back in 2005, I had. This is when CCW was CCW.
Yeah,
it was Greg, the owner of CCW, was making 3 different sets of wheels that he had, and he was trying to fund his autocrossing freaking binge that he would do. You know what I mean? And he had 3 designs. They were not a multi-piece wheel. Then he got into the classic wheel, but I had a set of 19s and 20s on my 03 Cobra in 05. And I got so much shit for it because there was 19s in the front, 20s in the back. They're like, oh, those wheels look so ghetto. I tell you what, it looked and rode amazing. To this day, it still looks good with the new owner that has the car. And that's when, that's when I fell in love with the CCW wheel. But when Weld bought them out a handful of years ago is when, you've been hearing more and more different issues with production and this, that, and the other thing with them. You know what I mean?
Well, actually, it was Weld. Weld firstly, Weld actually bought CCW, and then Weld got bought out by MW.
Right.
So that's when I kind of noticed like things kind of. And what's crazy is they actually don't do like any events. Like they don't go out like do anything.
Nothing.
Kind of bummer.
They don't have to. That's not where they're putting their marketing dollars.
Exactly.
So back to the wheels, but back to that Calypso coupe, back to the values of these cars, because we keep jumping all over the place.
Yeah, but we did the math on the car. It's $50,000 in parts, bro.
Oh, well, yeah, but it's a beautiful car, and it was just built. And I think he said he had 65,000 into the car.
I believe it because
it looked like it. Yeah.
If you know the math, the math.
Yeah, but forget the math, right? That car last year was a $35,000 car.
Because it has no supercharger.
Yeah. And he's getting.
I don't think I've seen this car.
It's the Calypso coupe. It's got the black body moldings.
I'll send it to you, guys.
Yeah, you got to take a look. I mean, it's a beautiful car. It's clean. It's got the black interior, right? It's got like a set of Recaros from Malaysia.
But what you're trying to allude to is how the prices actually keep getting higher and higher, right?
It keeps going up every fucking year. It's what like Ryan said. Like Ryan got a black coupe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, all the best parts. Coyote. Brand new Coyote. You got a Gen 2 in there or Gen 3, right?
It's a brand new Gen 2 with a T56 Magnum. Brand new. Everything brand new.
T56 Magnum with a Pro charger, right?
Yep.
I'm not sure of the model, but I'm pretty sure it's the top of the Pro charger.
It's a D1X.
Okay. So
Big boy.
Yeah. Shaved engine bay, repaint, car is fucking immaculate. The interior of the car is wrapped with leather, black leather, like every plastic panel. The gentleman that owned this car before, do we want to say his name on the podcast?
Yeah, he's cool.
Mario De Sousa. He's a guy in Toronto. Cool guy. I mean, he's well known up there. He built he had some badass Fox bodies. He built this car, right? And you look at that car, no offense, beautiful car going for 55. And Ryan, you did we mention how much you paid for this car? Do we want to say?
Yeah, I don't mind. It was.
He paid another 10 grand. He paid 65 for this car.
Yeah.
And this was only 3 months ago.
So I would say you got your money's worth for 65 now.
Oh, dude, when you see the car
done
in person, when you see the car in person, bro, it's and me not getting so he had two sets of well wheels on the car. He had a set of 15-inch and he had a set of 18-inch. So I wanted to make the deal with the 18-inch, but he didn't want to let the 18-inch go. So I was like, and the car had no AC. So I'm like, damn, pay 65. It was 66,000 came out to. So I'm like, damn, I'm gonna pay like $65,000 for this car. Like, I was having like second thoughts, like I was like, damn, it's a lot of money for the car.
This is legit $125,000.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? And then I thought about it. I was like, wheels are like $2-3 grand. Those wells, I'm like, I'm gonna blow the deal for like $3 grand.
AC,
so
what's AC gonna cost you? $3 grand, $4 grand with fucking
labor?
With labor?
Probably less. Yeah.
Well, with labor, yeah.
Well, because we're talking Foxbody prices, Ryan, you got your car at 65.
Yeah.
And we're talking about prices. If I were to put my car in the market, I think maybe my car 40-ish, maybe. Yes. I'm thinking 40 for my car. John, if you posted your Celine, what would you think would be a good?
Fuck, I'm too deep into it, bro. I can't.
I know, but hey, we're doing this for the show. What would be a good price where you're like, all right, I'm gonna post this car for sale. What's the price I'm putting it up for?
What's the price that I would put up for? What's the price that would realistically?
What's the price? What's the price you're gonna put up for that Fox body you think is worth?
I couldn't.
Wait, I send it to you.
60 grand?
No.
So hold on. So what I would want and what I would get are two different things.
Okay, but I'm saying I'm trying to go down the line of everybody. What I'm trying to do is tell everybody's gonna post their car. What would you tell the car stuff?
It's not about what you want, right? It's about what you would actually get, and that's the value, right? So like if we look at Ryan's, we're talking about Ryan's coupe. He paid 65 for 66.
All right.
That Calypso coupe that went up yesterday, he's asking 55. He's going to get 55.
He's going to get it. Yeah.
Well, we have a friend that offered 51.
49.
No. I spoke to him.
He went up?
Yeah, because he's buying the wheels for me. 51. And the guy's like, no. He's like, I got higher offers. So he's going to get 55 for that NA car. My black coupe Nocturnal last year, I paid 35 for it with a supercharger, with a 363, right? The thing about Nocturnal is it needed interior. It doesn't have it's got kind of like a mixed matched interior, right? But just in 1 year, you look at the price of cars.
Yeah.
You compare Ryan's cars. So that's what they're worth, right? My Saline, I would want 100 for it. Doesn't mean I'd get it, right? Mario would want 120 for his car that Ryan bought. He's not going to get it. He got 65, right?
Yeah.
I would probably realistically get 60, 65 for the Saline just because it's a Saline, right?
Right.
That's probably what that would sell for.
All right, Ray, what would be your car you would post, and what would you think you'd get for that car, Ray?
I mean, of course, it's priceless because I've had it for 22 years. But I
Besides
bought it
that,
for
we're not talking about
$1,500.
We're not talking
Let's
about that.
do. I mean, I think it's worth like 32. I mean, it's not
See,
that. I mean,
and I've seen this car, and I think personally that car is worth more than 32. But this is what I'm trying to get to the prices. Gus, what would you put your car? I know obviously you would never sell it,
Yeah.
but like say you're looking, you want to post your car up for sale. Something happened, you need to post it.
Hold
What
on,
would you think-
hold on. And guys, none of these fucking cars are for sale, all right? Because I get
Yeah.
Are you selling your Saline? Are you selling your Black Coupe every fucking day? It's not for sale. So, all right?
This is just conversation to just to see
Hypothetical.
what prices are in these Fox bodies. That's the reason I'm trying to do this little thing. So Gus, what would you price your car at? What would you think? What would you post it? And what would you think the car would go for?
I would probably post it for 50 or 52 and try to get
55.
45 out of it.
that's a
55.
good one. Yeah.
See, and
55.
that's what I'm saying. I think your car at 50 would be undervalued. I would see your car somewhere around 60.
55.
I say
I
60.
got it insured for 60, but you know what I mean? Like,
No,
like you guys said, I can't put a dollar amount to the sentimental value behind that car either. You know what I mean?
Your car's about, like, we follow the price pretty good. Sometimes we're off, but I would say 55 easy. Somebody
That's
would.
what I'm saying. So the prices now compared to what they were back then, they just keep going up. So
Last year I paid, in April, I bought that Emerald Coupe, and I paid 36. And that car, I bought that car within 12 hours of it being listed.
And that was
And
David Benson's car.
Yeah, he listed the car like 9 p.m. at night. I send them a message, and by like 10 o'clock the next morning, I locked up the deal. That car would have sold within minutes of that time.
But that's a $45,000 car today.
that's
Yeah,
what I'm
you
saying.
put it-
And now it's probably worth 45. It's gone up like 10 grand in just
Yeah,
a year.
I sold it for 42.
Yeah, but you
And
gave it to Rick as a deal.
I sold it to my boy. John was thinking we could have probably got like 50 for it.
We could have listed it for 50 and probably got 46.
It got 33,000 miles on the body. The bottom of the car is painted in it. You could eat off the bottom of that car. Like
It's
that car is-
supercharged. It does
Yeah,
all
it's shaved engine bay. It needs AC, but it's shaved engine bay.
Coyote car?
No, it's a 306.
Oh, okay.
BBS RKs. Like he's got the car is.
Yeah, it got RKs on it. It has a K member. It has theater arms in the back. The bottom is painted. It got a few lines under it. It got a Hellcat pump.
It's fucking beautiful. The
made
prices
450.
are.
Yeah, and that was so last year when I bought that green car, he listed that car for sale. I bought it within like 12 hours. And then on the way up there to pick up the green car, he had a Calypso coupe. He sold it for 29.
Oh
Like on the phone. So so I asked him, "What are you going to do with the Calypso coupe?" On the way there, he goes, "I might sell it." He listed the car on the way there, and by the time I got there, the car was sold. 4 hours.
So
So-
love it. Hey, so all the guys, everybody listening, love it or hate it. I know some people get mad that Foxbody prices are going up, but dude, they're just gonna keep. It's just gonna keep going up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can't build them for that price no more either. You can't build them for that. Yeah,
What
you'll
we're
never get
seeing
your money
right
out of them
now-
either. Yeah.
Yeah, what we're seeing right now is what has happened to the 67 to 69 muscle
Yeah.
cars. That's exactly what we're seeing right now. All the Camaros and Mustangs all back then, that's what we're seeing right now. You know, and like you said, love it or hate it, it's happening.
And have you noticed? Have you seen the classic cars? They're actually going for less now. They're starting to go for less, like say the 60s, 50s, 60s. Cars are like actually dropping in price.
So the waves that it goes through is like our generation, this is the car that they wanted, and
Yeah.
now they can actually afford it. and get it done or build it themselves.
For $50,000, that's a
Right,
lot.
right?
That's a lot.
I mean, all bullshit aside, my Foxbody, I got the window sticker, $9,800. That's what my
Yeah.
dad paid for it in '87. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was that how much it was in '87?
$9,800, $9,870, and that was with A plan. So the car was 11 grand. My dad worked for Ford, retired from Ford, so A plan was $9,870. I see the window sticker. I'm like, damn, you can't even buy the motor now for that.
Yeah, I think I got the window sticker for my '93 coupe. I think it was like
that's a set of CCW wheels and a set of big brakes.
No,
Pretty much.
that's a set of CCW wheels, bro.
Right.
I was gonna say the 899 is one set of CCW wheels. What the fuck?
Yeah,
You could buy like 3 sets of Alibabas. Shit.
yeah, John. We're done talking to you again, bro. Your brakes are too big. This guy's having brakes issue. How to fit a wheel?
Is he compensating?
Stop it.
We got to stop talking to him, bro.
No, really, seriously. The reason I'm selling my wheels, you see it, like when we log off this podcast,
I think that's a good price.
messages. But the reason I'm legitimately I'm selling those wheels is because, well, I'm selling the BBS, I'm selling the HREs, and I'm also selling the Victories. The legitimate reason why I'm selling them is because I wanted them all because I'm not going to put any of these on the Saline. The CCWs I have for the Saline match, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
None of them fucking fit with the big brake kit that we put on.
No, you need
So I gotta sell 'em.
13 inch will fit.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying I got 14, so none of these fucking wheels fit. So I'm like, all right, clearance. We're selling wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah. So BBS, RKs, original, all of that stuff. But Foxbody prices, right? Even the fucking Cobras, even the Salines. I mean, everything is just incredible.
The next big wave is going to be the SN95 cars. Watch.
Yeah, the new edges and the SN95s. Yep.
You think
John,
so?
We're starting. I was going to see the prices starting to go up a little bit already. They're starting to go up. The SNs, because look, remember I sent you that Mystic Cobra. I mean, last year it probably would have gone for maybe 15-ish. Now that same car is going for like 25. Like,
yeah,
they're starting to go up, man. It's going to catch.
It's going to be primarily the Cobras, obviously. You know.
Yeah,
Cobras,
it always starts
96, 98s.
Yeah, it always starts Cobras, Salines.
Yeah.
And then when those get a little too much, then it trickles down to the GTs, and I think that's kind of where we're at now. How the Cobras are super high priced, so now people are looking at GTs, they're looking at convertibles,
the billets,
right.
You know what
I'm really surprised about on Foxbody price? They have gone up like fucking crazy. Or T-top. T-tops
Not
have
many
gone
of them
up.
around.
Yeah, T-top.
The unicorn is the coupe T-top. The coupe T-top. That's a unicorns.
But back then, nobody wanted a T-top. It was just like nobody wanted a T-top. Now, dude, prices on T-top Foxbody are crazy.
So 2 years ago, I wanted to build a T-top coupe.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted a T-top, and then I bought a T-top.
And how you feel about a T-top now?
And I don't want a T-top anymore.
Get out of my life.
Fuck those things.
Get out of here.
You can keep them, you motherfucker.
Yo, John. So what are you working on, bro?
What do you mean? What am I working on?
What are you working on? What are you taking to the show? What are you working on?
I'm going to be taking my black coupe to Foxtoberfest. So
yeah, it's gonna be done.
Black coupe, yeah. Black coupe is it left Rob's Performance, so it's got the brakes, it got the
those fucking brakes again.
Brakes, it got the AC, it got the wipers put back on, it got made back into a driver. It got the Terminator X installed with the dash, the 12.3 dash. I got some things cleaned up. And so that's ready. It's going to Dan to Tadaro to get the Stifler's Fit Kit put in because it's actually making 658 horsepower now, 363 with a little S trim. So I don't want to twist it up. So we're putting the Stifler's Fit Kit in. We're going to weld in some lower torque boxes and new tailpipes because I brought it to a local guy here in Staten Island. I fucking butchered him. I bought a set of tailpipes.
3-inch.
3-inch, and the guy was like, "Oh, everybody's like, go to this guy. He's fucking great." Named Half Price Muffler. I should have fucking knew better. I walked in. I was like, walked out. I was like, "Oh fuck."
He was welding with a coat hanger.
Yeah, man. I was like, he's like, "All right, leave it here. Come back." I was like, "Oh fuck." I walked in. Yeah. I was like,
Yeah, I saw the engine bay. I saw the engine bay of that car. It's freaking clean.
Yeah, the engine bay. So I got Dan doing the tailpipes, and then he actually bent up a set of pinch weld covers, metal pinch weld covers that we were going to put on my old car that fits the Foxbody, similar to the War Admiral, how he has those metal pinch weld covers that cover completely, not like the cheap shit from I'm sorry, Jason, Makers, because I have them on there. It's a real metal. It's real. So he made them. So I'm going to get them installed and get them painted black so it looks legit. And then
what company makes those? I don't think I've ever seen those.
No, the guy. So there's a guy in Pennsylvania, Dan Todoro.
Yeah.
Todoro Fabrication. He does metal fabrication, metal fab, and he paints, and he's fucking talented. The guy. Carl just took his coupe over there for some work for the clapped out with the roadster shop chassis.
Yeah.
So a lot of local guys are using him because he's fucking good. He did the hood for Reblue. He did the custom hood. He did the metal rad cover. Like he did all of that shit. So he's phenomenal.
Are those pinch weld covers riveted on, John?
Yeah, they're gonna be riveted on. Yeah,
that's gonna look good.
It's gonna look pretty good. Yeah. So that, and then hopefully I can get the interior. Mikey Siddons has been working on A&B upholstery in Long Island. He's been working on a black interior for it. So he's got some stuff done. I don't know if I'll have that ready for Foxtoberfest, but after that car's done. My plan is to just keep the black coupe and the saline. Just have some fun with them. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe that bullshit.
What are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? Huh?
Yeah. You believe that guy, bro? He got like 5 sets of wheels.
I'm selling all my wheels. I'm selling my wheels. I'm selling my roadster shop chassis. I'm selling my '96 Mystic with 3,100 original miles. Right?
Don't sell that ass.
You selling the black? You selling the black SN Cobra?
I'm not the black S. You know what? I was driving that thing home again. Not only was it slow as shit and it rides like a Lincoln Town car. The clutch on that fucking thing, it's like you got to be an idiot not to be able to shift this fucking thing. Like it is so forgiving, and I'm thinking I might want to just keep that car to teach my son how to drive stick shift, and like my kids.
Nice car.
Perfect car to learn on. Like you can't stall the fucking thing, right?
Right.
Even my wife, like I made a mistake years ago. I had a 2003 Mach 1 in 2003. And I took her out, and I was like, "Come on, hon." We were young, like, let's learn to drive stick shift, you know. And she went out, and she fucking blew the clutch on me, and cost me a lot of money back then that I didn't have. So I haven't let her drive a stick shift car in 23 years. And I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll let her try to relearn again on this fucking thing. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna keep that black SN Cobra.
Yeah,
20,000 original. That's nice. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Just sitting up high in 4x4 mode, you know.
Okay.
So what about you? You're bringing your car, Ray, to Foxtoberfest this year?
Hopefully, if we can get a 2-car hauler from Buddy.
So you and Lee are going to haul both the cars there?
Yeah. Worst case scenario, worst case I'll fly, but if he can get that 2-car, we can be all right.
Oh, also too, because we're eating breakfast with my other buddy. He's gonna bring his car, a red coupe. I forgot to tell you about that, John. So he can park with it's a red coupe, Coyote swap, has a Pro Charger. It's on the 85, black CCWs. I think it's gonna look. So he's gonna bring that car too. He's gonna drive with me, drive up with us because he's gonna trailer it. So we're gonna bring that car too up there.
So you're gonna have a few cars coming in from Texas.
Yeah, so there's a couple of cars coming from Texas go to the event to park with the Foxbody Den.
And then
if it all works out, it'll be 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're gonna have a lot of cars in the Foxbody Den.
I'm thinking it might be like 15 cars, roughly.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have a guy.
And then we'll be missing the black hatch because I don't know where that black hatch is gonna be at, man.
I'll try to get
on the blessing.
I'm late to the game, man. I should have had my hotel and everything situated. So
hey, you got plenty time to book.
Dude, last year I booked my hotel like 3 weeks into the. I just took any hotel I found around there.
Well, I don't want to stay at the Spank Me Lodge. You know what I mean?
You better book it now.
Well, we got fucking 18 bedrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we got a castle.
That's a big pad, man.
I don't know if we'll have room to park your car. You might have to like park your car down the street because I think it holds like 10 cars. But yeah, I mean we have a place to sleep. But
I might have to take you up on that, John.
Yeah, I mean, shit, if you come down, I mean, you got enough time. What do you do for a living, Gus?
I actually work in aviation.
So are you affiliated with Mitch?
I'm not actually, but
you work for the same company, Mitch Grace?
No, actually, Mitch actually manages an aircraft for an individual. The company I work for, actually, we have 330 private jets and we charter them. So we customize them from interior paint, Starlink, and it's like a big Uber for people.
Nice.
I've been doing that for about 15 years now.
So you rent private jets?
I don't personally do it. But
I'm saying the company you work for rents.
Yes.
So I can go on an app and order like a private jet from your company.
Yep.
So what is a typical rate for a private jet? That's pretty good. I've never. What's the
Depending
typical
on the
rate?
size of the aircraft, it's anywhere between $7,000 and like $50,000 an hour.
An hour. I was thinking like a trip. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You better hope your trip is short.
Yeah.
8 minutes.
He's like, wait. He's like, me and these 3 other guys from Texas over to North Carolina. That's like an hour and 15 minutes. He's doing a
small plane per hour is like a set of CCW wheels.
Yeah.
That's rich guy problems, guys. That's rich guy problems.
And I'll tell you what, some of these people, what they pay for these flights, like LA to London, one way, $220,000.
Holy shit.
That's freaking crazy.
I mean, it's
in the wrong business.
And, they're all these celebrities and, I could rattle off names like you wouldn't believe. And you're like, that's the money you blow on, these flights?
And I get bullshit for building a $100,000 Foxbody. Fuck you, everybody. Listen to this shit. Fuck you. All right? Go take a flight on one of those jets to London, you motherfuckers. All right?
Live your life, John. Live your life. Do it.
No, John. You get shit. You don't get shit for $100,000 Foxbody. You get shit for your fucking 14-inch brakes, nigga.
Ray said, he's compensating. He wanted something bigger.
Yo, John. We got
a group text going on, and the subject of my brakes has been like the number one subject for the past 2 weeks.
Listen, we understand the Foxbody price, right? We know what it costs to get the body. We know what it costs to get the motor. We know what it costs to get 13-inch brakes. But you had to go get 14-inch brakes, nigga. Like another.
It's all about that inch.
That's the problem. Like,
hey, we're all fighting for that extra inch. Any guy that tells you he's not,
like
he's not lying to you.
I'll start shaving because I heard it makes it look bigger. So if I have to, I'll shave a little bit. I'll shave a little bit of the Foxbody.
Hey, if she wants an extra inch, I tell her she asked for too much.
I'll give it to her twice.
Yeah, she tells me she wants 10 inches to make it hurt, so I fuck her twice and throw her down the stairs. Anyway. This is definitely not rated for children, this podcast. I'll tell you that right now. This is explicit content.
Rated R.
Rated R. I think it's beyond that shit. Actually, my kid's over there. He's blushing. No, I'm just kidding. Oh. And as we talk about that, Ray breaks out the little titties. Where'd you get that, in Vegas, Ray?
Yeah.
Oh.
What'd you pay for that?
I don't even know.
Hold on, Ray. Hold on.
That.
Yeah, you got to tell us the story of how you got the titty koozie.
Well, I got it from Vegas. It was my trip. I got this one too. That's your favorite guy, remember?
Who's that? Oh, is that Harris? That's Harris Lou?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your favorite. He calls you out for AI. He said.
He does. He gets so mad all the time. Harris, listen, I like you. You got the whole retro meat thing going. It's cool as shit. We like it. You Foxbody, but bro, I'm sorry, man. This is a hobby. I am not hiring a designer to create shit for the Foxbody Den. It's a hobby. If you want to work for my business, I'll pay you, but no. Right? You guys agree with me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Right?
Hey, we're not making money on this shit at all.
Well, this shit's costing me money. I'm paying a fee for this shit every single month to lease this fucking Riverside thing that we record on, and we sit here like idiots twice a week talking for 2 hours about mindless shit. What are we talking about? 64 and a half today, Ryan? 64 and a half to 70s? We tell our wives, like, they're like, what do you talk about with Mustangs? We've made up this thing.
Yeah, they go like, you guys talk a lot on the phone. Like I talked to Joe Cruz, I talked to John, and Cruz's wife goes, yo, the fuck you guys talk about all the time? He goes, we started in 1964 and we go to 2026. 2026 is not selling right now, right? So we're at 2026, right? They don't have good sales right now, right? And then when we get down the line, we start back in 1964, and then we go, like the other day I called John. I said, yo, we're talking about 1987 Salines right now. Right?
Yeah. So our wives look at us like we're fucking crazy because all we do is talk about Mustangs all day. And, there's
if you're not working, you're just talking shit. So that's why we did the podcast, just to talk some shit. But, people take it too serious.
Just a good time. I was actually watching it the other day while I was working. I was
you
laughing my
sent me a
ass
picture,
off.
yeah.
Oh, you were watching it at the office, yeah?
Yeah, I had it playing in the background. I'm working, I'm laughing my ass off. People walking by like, what the fuck's he laughing at?
Has it been funny? Yeah.
Hey, he's like,
it's
who
a good
hung
time.
from the waist up?
Leroy.
He's like, who hung from the waist up?
This guy.
This guy. They're like, what does that mean? It means I'm stock. I'm stock.
225 horsepower.
Well, since we have Gus on here and Gus has watched the show, what are some critiques you think about the show, man? Is there anything we can improve on? Anything you think you're like, hey, man, maybe you should do this different? What are you thinking, Gus? Let's hear the outside perspective.
Listen, I think it's unscripted. I think it's perfect. Everyone just talks, from the top of their head.
Yeah.
Asks the questions and then just roll into it. You guys have been bullshitting. I mean, this is needed. Definitely needed. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Just honest bullshitting. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
community's out there. The community's great. The people are great. Of course, there's some douchebags out there as well, but
No.
there's definitely some.
Not in the Foxbody community.
Nah.
Everybody's great.
We're all badass out here, man.
You know what's funny? I watch today. I watch Aaron Style, and he was talking about Foxbody Price and that GT he got. You saw I sent you guys a picture that it was a clean GT he sold.
Oh, the two-tone?
Yeah. And then I'm watching him. He listen. I like the guy. He's honest because I like he's honest. But he goes. The guy who bought this car. I watch his Facebook and YouTube. I watch his Facebook and Instagram, and he's a modifier. He's gonna modify this car.
And that's not his shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So he sold the car, and he's like, "Yo, I sold the car, but the guy's gonna modify it, and he's not into modify. He's like, yo, whatever. He's gonna do whatever he wants with it, but it's a clean car, this and that, whatever." And then he was talking about Foxbody price going up, like what he's like. That car would have been 10 years ago, like $8 grand, $6 grand.
6, 8, 10 grand. Yeah.
Yeah, he said today this car is selling for like 25, 30 grand. So, just
it's nuts,
keeping
man.
everybody updated. If you haven't got a Foxbody yet, you better suck it in and go get one.
Yeah, so pretty much everybody who
one.
has a Foxbody right now is good. It's the people on the outside looking to get a Foxbody are going to get fucked on prices.
Yeah, they keep thinking that they could get something and build it cheap, or if they want something clean.
I still get that conversation here and there, like, what? I used to get them all day for $5 grand. I'm like, dude, that ain't today no more. That's just not how it is, bro. You got to catch up with the times. It ain't like that no more.
You got to fix all the problems first before you start modifying. You got to fix the braking,
Yeah.
the cooling,
Yes.
the rear end. It's a lot,
Yeah.
man. Before you get to that point.
You got to start
And the
from the
ones that
bottom.
are out there now, if they're not clapped out, they're obviously mint. So
Yeah.
you have there's no in between anymore.
Yeah, like
Buying someone's modified car.
like a clean GT LX or LX hatch, let's forget, don't even bring up a Notch or a 93 Cobra. Let's just say a GT or LX hatch, a clean one with under 80,000 miles. The body's like 7 or 8, from 1 to 10. You're going to pay a quarter. You're going to pay 25,000, 30,000. Like
all day.
You're going to
It's
pay.
like my car. That's like my car.
Yeah.
Like I consider mine like a $30,000 car. I mean, I've done everything to it. I mean, it's good. I hold it to a high standard, but it's like, if it's not coyote swapped and everything, I'm 35,000 max, and that's like unrealistic in my eyes. But I know I got way more than there,
Yeah,
more in it than that. But the market's up, but I'll never sell. So
I got 35 grand in my white coupe. I got $35,000, and that car is not painted. It got dents in it. The bumpers need to be shot. But the car, I got 35 grand into it, and I probably wouldn't sell it for less. And if I sold it for 35, I probably couldn't buy one tomorrow for 35 like that.
Right.
So it's like you're not gonna pay today 35 grand, but if you have 35 tomorrow, you're not gonna find one.
You know what's funny? So just a little perspective, right? Like I explained that I was out of the car game for 15 years, right? I kind of came out of nowhere in 2024, but I followed the market. I've been looking on market. I tried to buy my first Foxbody Christmas of 23, but I kind of came back out 24. I got the Saline. I was building the first lawn dart, but I was looking for a Foxbody for a couple of years, right? So I was following the trends. I was probably looking for one since 2020, right around during the COVID, right? Like everybody else, it was like, oh, I really want to go get a fucking Foxbody now. So I was looking. So even though I hadn't had a car, I was there. I was lurking, right? I was in the groups. I was looking at marketplace listings. I was watching YouTube, and I remember, like the rise of the six-figure Foxbody, right? You seen the YouTube, Kenneth Shawn, like people starting to showing up to Foxtoberfest, the War Admiral, the guy.
I don't hate to cut you off, John, but I think I have bad news. My phone's gonna die. I tried plugging it in, and
you keep going until it just boop, and then next time. And then there was a guy, Gary Blank Check Fox. There was a couple of six-figure Foxes, 21, 22. And you're like, wow, that was
big time builds, yeah,
big time builds. And now you're sitting here today in August of 2026, 5 years later, and there's a shit ton of them actually. I mean, it's become a lot more commonplace in 5 years, 4 or 5 years, and it's just like, it's still a big deal, but it's not like it was 5 years ago. To just see a six-figure build, blank check, it's crazy, right? It's and look at how much and how fast that happened, right?
Yeah.
Like, you got people watching like, holy shit, yeah.
Yeah, like that notch, that reef notch that sold on Bring a Trailer. What it did, like 80 grand, 100 grand.
Yeah.
It's like a reef notch, and like 93 Cobras, or forget about it. Yeah. They bring in, 80,000, 100,000.
And I feel bad. Like I've been there. I grew up dirt poor. I couldn't afford a Foxbody when I was a kid. That's why I had the Camaro and the Firebirds, because those were cheaper. All my rich friends, none of them were rich. They were middle-class kids. I grew up poor. But they had the Foxbodies. That's why I didn't get my first one till recently. I understand. I've been left on the outside for years looking in at the guys with the Foxbodies. So I feel for the guys today.
Yeah.
And it's only becoming harder and harder and harder and more unobtainable.
And to get a decent car, nobody's selling them. They're holding on to them too. Then you're having another problem is nobody's selling them. So where are you going to find one? And then as soon as it lists marketplace, you're going to fight with like 50 guys that wants it. Yeah. That's why that car is at $50,000 or 50. That thing is, you're going to see that car. If you do see a video on it, leave it on a transport this week.
Which car?
That Calypso car.
Oh, the Calypso coupe that we were talking about yesterday. Yeah.
It
had it sold yet?
No, but as soon as that car dropped, within an hour, had like 15 good comments. Usually the guys jump on and go, "Oh, $50,000. It doesn't have a supercharger. If $50,000, you're crazy." It was like one comment that said it was worth 30, 35. But that means that car
was right. $35,000 car.
Nah, dude.
Right.
Guy's trying to come up on a deal and shit.
Dude, that deal is silent. That deal is put together already. That deal
Yeah.
is that wire is going there tomorrow morning. That car is on transport Wednesday, going to like Missouri, Kentucky, Long Island, Texas. Mark my word, that car is going one of those
That
places.
Aaron Styles car too. It went off after a day, right?
Yeah, he said it was sold in the video.
that GT,
Yeah, he said it
the
was sold.
Twilight Blue GT.
He said he doesn't want to say the price, but that car's nice.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see? Now that you guys said Aaron Styles, did you guys ever see that '93 Cobra that he built? That was Mystic.
I heard
With
about it. Yeah, he was
with an 04 Cobra motor in it.
Yeah.
Oh, he built that car?
Yeah.
That guy was trying to trade Joey that Cobra for that black coupe. That's the car.
Joey D'Amelio, his black coupe sold for what, 40?
45.
I've seen that car. It was at Foxtoberfest 3 years ago. Man, I think it's freaking nice.
What, the 03
'93
Cobra?
Cobra.
I didn't know Aaron built
Yeah.
that car.
Yeah.
Mystic
that
Chrome?
But it was
back in the
93
day
Cobra.
because-
93 Cobra, Mystic color, Mystic paint, Mystic interior. Like, dude.
The bottom is
Yeah.
painted.
Yeah.
The IRS on the car.
And that car was done in like 04, 05
Shit.
when
Wow.
the Terminators were fresh.
It has the
He did
Terminator
that build.
seats, the same
The
color.
Mystic seats and all that, too. It had
Yeah.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
So
that's
the
pretty
guy-
nice.
Ride.
So the guy was trying to trade Joey the car, but only if he would get the black coupe. So Joey sold the black coupe and said he still wanted to buy the car. The guy wouldn't sell him the car.
He only wanted
Wow.
to trade.
You only wanted to do a trade with cash. I think they were like, I think Joey was trying to give him like the black coupe on like 15,000. And
I didn't realize that had that history. He's also got that Saline 351 too. That he's
Yeah, he said in the
So the
video.
point I'm making is a lot of these things they go up, and boom,
They
a
go
lot of
down.
these things happen.
You know, a lot of
overnight,
people
too.
think that these cars are not going to be sold, but they're sold in like a couple days, man. Like
They'll
my black,
ask for every seat.
Let
Yeah.
me tell you something. There are more cars being sold offline than there are there are more quality cars being sold off the marketplace
Yeah.
privately within
Yeah.
the community than there are on. Like your black coupe you got from Mario, you did that offline.
dude,
I never hit marketplace.
Dude, I just picked up my phone as soon as I woke up. I saw he was selling his GT350, and he went, "Oh, I
He
might
made a
sell."
comment.
Yeah, he made a comment. The guy goes, "Oh, Mario, you selling your GT350, or are you selling all your cars?" And he goes, "I might sell the black coupe too." I go, "Yo, here's my number. Let's talk."
It never
Oh.
even hit the marketplace.
Yeah,
You were
just-
hitting his DMs up,
Dude,
huh?
dude, I wasn't even looking for a car. This year I bought 2 cars. I said I wasn't gonna buy no car. I bought 2 cars this year. Yeah, I'm done buying cars. Like
There are 5 or 6 badass cars that I know of right now. People are in my DMs that are for sale that are not on the marketplace.
yeah, like my 93 Cobra 2 was we did that within our group.
Yeah.
Like that didn't even hit the market.
Anyway, so guys, this is officially our longest podcast ever. We almost went 2 hours.
Damn.
So we had that much fun. I think it's Ray's fault. I think it's just because
It
Yeah.
was a smoke show.
The smoke
Did it.
machine. Yep.
it's the smoke machine and the boobies. You had to stick around for the titties.
Guys, I appreciate you guys having me on here.
Nah.
Keep it up. I mean, you guys are doing an amazing thing. Obviously for the old school Foxbody guys that are out there, they want to bullshit. They want to talk about this stuff. They want to hear about this stuff. And I'll be more than glad and happy to jump on here anytime you guys want, man. This is awesome. I really
That's cool,
appreciate
bro.
it.
Yo, Gus, when you buying a notch?
Listen, let's go back to the wife. She won't let me sell that Shelby. I'm like, I want to buy a 93 Cobra and a coupe. I've been telling her this for a couple years now. She's like,
That's it. Once you say you're gonna do it.
She goes, so you're gonna get one? I said, yeah, I'm really thinking about, dumping the Shelby. I don't really drive the Shelby much. It's got 7,000 miles on it. So she's like, you're not getting rid of that. That's the only one that I like going out with you in. It's got air conditioning in.
Yep.
And it doesn't smell of fumes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That's right. It
My
just
wife
smells
hates
like corn.
My wife hates that smell, man. She's like, she hates it.
She's like, it sounds like it wants to shut off and it smells like gas. I'm like, that's the point.
Listen, guys, we keep those cars so they don't drive in them with us, right? Yeah. So
this is our time. Anyway, guys, thank you, everybody. Gus,
Thanks,
thank
guys.
you for joining us, man. I know we spoke about you at the last podcast. Beautiful car. I'm happy that we got to see it there, parked right behind us in the 50 Asylum booth at Motor City Fox Fest. Lee, Ray, Ryan, you're my boys. Keep sending those funny memes and shit over there in our group text. You got me laughing all day long. I love you guys, all right? Everybody, like, subscribe, share, do all the things. It really helps us out, and we appreciate it.
Thanks,
Peace.
guys.
Bye. Nobody leave.
See ya.
Don't leave.